In the case of solid fuel, it is also very important that we speak about the aspect of ash. Ash is an inherent constituent of some of the solid fuel that we have. There is ash fuses at a certain temperature, which we call ash fusion temperature. So when it fuses, I mean, under normal circumstances, we believe that it is not detrimental to one. See what it fuses on the grate. And then it tends to carry with it a lot of the fuel, which is unburnt. And then it tends to form clinker. Now, this clinker typically obstructs the passage of air.
Yes.
So that creates a hotspot, and it is detrimental. So the clinkering aspect of solid fuel is also something that one has to keep in mind and be very wary of while operating these boilers. Not furnace.
So there you also have limitations on temperature. You can't really exceed the temperature at the grate level to ensure that the clinker doesn't.
True. And we need to protect the grate also. It is always cooled.
Right.
So you have air coming from within the grate.
Right.
So if you have a large clinker, then what you've done is there is a localized area within the grate itself. This is very, very hot. So okay. At some point in time, we will have a failure of the grate or the chemics.
Okay, so that's a very interesting way, because a lot of this is conducted in a way which is not really something that we see in a typical domestic LPG store, That's a very keen level of coverage. And maybe we go back to that when we discuss the gaseous fuel.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is very different.
Yeah.
Where it's a long time game. It starts slow, end up slow. It's not something that we attenuate or modulate very quickly. All of those factors come in, but also in terms of ash entry, biomass blending, all of those factors can also play a role in this.
In fact, coal is handled differently. Coal is fired differently.
Correct.
And when it comes to, let's say, other fuels like biomass briquettes, or for that matter pellets, they are fired differently. In fact, some of the fuel which is actually available in powder form is also now burnt in pellet burnings.
Right.
So those are but that's a very, very limited application. So we will not dwell on it. Essentially, but depending upon the fuel characteristics, we've been able to design the combustion system. Essentially, the grate or for that matter, the residence time of the different zones observed. Those zonings and the air quantity in those zones will determine how efficient the combustion is.
Okay, so that's a solid fuel part. That's one segment of combustion.
Correct.